The follow-up is simple. Ask a question, listen to the answer, then follow up. I'm your host, Noah Kozlov. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode of The Follow-Up. I'm Eden, and this is my dad, Noah, and every week we sit on my bed and have a conversation about something I want to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about the excitement of the NCAA tournament.
And the excitement of you losing 2 teeth in 24 hours? Yeah.
That looked like I have a staircase in my mouth. See?
Yeah, 2 teeth in 24 hours. Tooth fairy came 24 hours apart. Pretty awesome. Lose one in the morning and then one that night.
Okay.
Anyway, so the NCAA tournament.
We are recording this before the St. Peter's game.
Before the St. Peter's UNC game. Yep.
To get to the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
And Kansas is already in the Final Four. Duke and Villanova are also. So,
what do you think? So, the college basketball that you watch during the year is whatever games that I'm doing. So,
that you have on at home.
Right, but then you watch a lot of NBA games too. So what do you think makes the NCAA tournament so exciting?
Is that that they got that good and how they just keep winning? I feel like.
Yeah, right. So a team needs to win all those games in a row,
right,
in order to win the championship.
Right, and I also think just the excitement of the fans and the college kids there, and just how excited they are about their team and just screaming, that really makes, I feel like, the arena and the games how they actually are.
I agree. It's the atmosphere.
Right.
Because the games themselves. So
if there were no fans cheering, that kind of would be a pretty boring.
Right. So, but
if it was just like this, okay, this person dribbling down the ball over here, no fans cheering.
Well, there was last, when they did the tournament without fans, it was different. But
there was some noise.
A little bit, yeah. So, but what's different, I think, about the tournament is that, so even like that Villanova-Houston game, okay, Houston made, were they 1 for 17 from 3 or something like that? And Villanova didn't shoot well either. And you can drink water too if you need it. The game itself wasn't good. Like, the quality of basketball was not good, but yet it was still really exciting and really intense.
Right.
Because
it was, since they weren't that good, the game, it was a very close game.
Yeah, but if whoever wins moves on, whoever loses, season is over. So that type of intensity just can't be matched in any other sporting event in basketball, really, or even in football is also a little bit different because it's just you win and you move on in the playoffs or not.
Or like baseball.
Right, but baseball is a best of 7 series.
Right. So,
and in basketball, best of 7 in the playoffs. So unless there's a game it's like a game 7 atmosphere.
Right. Like there's
every time.
Like if it's one game, well, let's say the Bucks are playing the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say.
Talking about the NBA now.
Yeah, let's just say that. And okay, let's say the Bucks win the first game.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks would probably win the whole series, but well.
Are you talking about if
7 series? But
if they play now, yeah. Sure.
But then the Clippers might think, well, it's only the first game. We have the second game.
Mm-hmm.
But let's say they were playing college basketball. Bucks against the Clippers, let's say. But in college basketball, if the Bucks won, the Clippers would be done.
Right, it's over. So you never know how. That's what makes filling out a bracket
so hard.
Is so hard.
It's just guessing.
It is. I mean, you certainly put thought into it.
Yeah.
But the idea of randomness, like how anything could happen, because you never know how a team or coaches or anybody's going to handle that pressure. Like if you were taking a test in school and you're it's a different type of pressure, but say you're taking a spelling test and you knew all the words, you knew how to get it done, but if your teacher said, if you get one wrong, you have to repeat second grade. I know it's extreme. I know.
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't happen.
But you would feel more pressure, right? And you don't know how you would handle that pressure until you're in that moment. Yeah, so it's a completely different type of feeling.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, these games are. I mean, every year there's craziness. And you said we're recording the St. Peter's. We're recording before the St. Peter's Carolina game. But even if St. Peter's loses,
it'll still be crazy.
What a story! What a story that is! What a story that is, because it'll
be a legacy for St. Peter's.
Absolutely, and just like we saw in the that older man in the lobby the other day who said I went to St. Peter's. I've never heard anybody say that before.
Yeah.
It's that level of pride now that a school can develop in the NCAA tournament that is unlike anything else. Like if the Nobel Prize winner went to St. Peter's.
That would be amazing.
Sure, but not everybody would be talking about it, which is kind of backwards because they probably should be talking about it. But but you understand what what I'm saying. It doesn't capture that type of audience and attention that the NCAA tournament does.
Right, like it's just like people might be talking about that person won the Nobel Prize, but not talking about the part that they went to St. Peter's. But now it's different in the basketball game because they never made it this far. Mm-hmm. They've only made it to the first round before.
Right, and when I was at BU, we went to the NCAA tournament one year and lost to Cincinnati. We were a 16 playing on number 1 seed, got blown out.
16 seed, you were?
Yeah, because the America East Conference wasn't a very good conference.
I guess you would expect Cincinnati to win.
Yeah, they were the number 1 team in the country, and BU just wasn't very good. But BU won the conference tournament just like St. Peter's did, and they were 15 seed, and got blown out. And the women, I caught a lot of the women's games. They won their tournament one year, and then lost to UConn, who was all world in women's basketball. And they got there too. Yeah. So it's exciting for those schools like St. Peter's to win their conference tournament just to get to the NCAA tournament, let alone do anything in the NCAA tournament. Well, like try to win 6 games in a row. I mean, that's a team that was losing to teams earlier in the year that no one else has ever heard of, and now they're beating teams that everybody has heard of.
Yeah, like how many games did they win? 4 already?
In this tournament, well, we're recording this before the...
Right.
Yeah, so they've won 3. So they won the round of 64 game, they won the round of 32 game, they won their Sweet 16 game, and now in about half an hour, it'll be their Elite 8 game against North Carolina.
That'll be fun to watch.
Right, and then whoever plays Duke, that's, Coach K's final year. He made it to his record 13th Final Four now, and if it's North Carolina, their biggest rival, and that would be the first time that they've ever played each other in the tournament. That would be a wild story.
Do you want that? Or no?
I would prefer St. Peter's to get there. I would prefer St. Peter's. I prefer that story.
Right. St. Peter's against Duke?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want the St. Peter's run to just go on for as long as possible.
That would be interesting, St. Peter's against Duke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want that St. Peter's run to go on for as long as possible. Do you think that when you go to college that you might want to be at a school that has a basketball team that has a good chance of making the NCAA tournament, or it might not matter to you? Right now, if you're thinking like right now, during the NCAA tournament, as you think about the excitement, do you think, maybe I would want to go to a school? Or do you think, it doesn't matter?
Don't know. I'll pick A.
A?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, maybe that'll happen. It's like a lot of school spirit. BU didn't have much school spirit, which is really a shame. But Mom at Penn State, they had a ton of school spirit. Yeah, and the basketball team's not that good. But football team's really good.
Yeah, well, Penn State.
Uh-huh.
Well,
great.
This season it wasn't.
Great wrestling team, great women's volleyball team.
Well, yeah, but this season they were football.
Yeah, not great. Right. But football and basketball are different too.
Totally different.
Yeah, totally different.
There's one that's going like this.
Well, yes, the sport itself. Yes,
but then there's one that's going like this.
Yes, the sport itself is different, but
it's very different. Different rules.
Yeah, it's a different sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, football. I love you.
I love you.